Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I first want to apologize for the long delay in updates. Life has been a little busy and I'll be honest, I lost a little bit of motivation of posting after the Why I Left West Point video. I didn't know what else to I didn't know what to post anymore, and I kind of felt like there's a lack of motivation, but this is something that I enjoy doing. So I finally decided that I'm just gonna post videos about my life and then like things that's going on and about the car. So about talking about the car, in today's video, we're going to talk about my 2007 G35 Infiniti and what have been done to it and what I am planning on doing to it in the future. So just a little heads up, there's not been a lot just because I've only had it for like 5 months. So still some time to grow into it and a lot of time for a build to keep going. And if you are new here, you wouldn't know this, but for the people that did follow me, you would know that this is not the car I had going into June. So going into June, I had a 2006 GT Mustang, but I got in an accident late June. I'll show the photo like right here. It looks a lot worse than it really was. I was fine. The worst I had was probably a few bruises and maybe some scratches or cuts of the glass because the windows did shatter. But I am fine. Luckily, I had full coverage, so I got the vehicle bought out. And then we're going to talk about the vehicle that I bought after this. In my last video, if I'm not mistaken, I was going to go buy the car, or I was going to go look at this car, and on arrival, I loved it. There was a few things that needed to get adjusted when I bought it, but I loved it after that fact. So, with that being said, if you want to keep up to date with these videos and with what's going on with the car and just myself, please follow below, and to see more videos, please like. It would be awesome, guys. But with that being said, let's get into the actual video. Outside, and this is the car. Like I said, 2007 G35 Infiniti. So what was done when I got the vehicle? When I got the vehicle, it had the Specty lights already put in. It has something you can't see, it's underneath, is a aftermarket exhaust. I don't know which type. I just know that they're aftermarket. I'm pretty positive. And then it also, if I'm not mistaken, potential window tint. I don't think this was the window tint that came with the actual vehicle. But yeah, so moving on to the stuff that I have done. Moving off on the inside, and these aren't really big modifications, just kind of make them look nicer because it was already peeling, is I wrapped the interior, almost all the interior chrome I wrapped, just because this is an old Nissan. You kind of see how that is right there, how it started to peel. It kind of did that all over all of this, and so I took this out and then started to peel it. Something I did forget is the previous owner did put in this Pioneer head unit, so that was awesome, and it makes it look a lot more modern than it really is because it's a touchscreen head unit with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and it also let me connect my backup cam. So we're gonna go look at that real fast. So like I said, the other thing I did was I put in a backup cam, and that was just because, like I said, the head unit or the tint is pretty obnoxious, so I can't see much, so I put this in and then debadged it and cleaned it up a little bit, so that way that stuff was gone. So let's get under the hood. So under here, the only thing I've really done under the hood is I put the two-staged cold air intake. It's the AFE intake with a I think it's Pro Dry filter. So just the first real steps of performance modifications. The reason that I changed it is, one, slight performance mods. And then the stock airbox had like 2 or 3 holes in it, and it was just starting to fall apart. Nissan has problems with their plastic, so a lot of the stuff that I'm going to do in the future is going to be maintenance and like improvement, because of the way that Nissan's old plastic used to be. They kind of started to break a lot, so that's going to be a lot of the majority of my stuff that I want to do. And then but yeah, so now that's the only thing I really have under the hood, sadly. Now for more another slight performance mod would be the Akimbo Brakes. These are the big brake kit that came off of a 2009 370Z. I just have them in the rears, in the fronts. Sadly, if you follow my TikTok, you would know this, but I bought the set. And when I was putting in the rears, I tightened the bolt, one of the bolts that go to the brake hose. I'm gonna put the name right here because I keep on forgetting the name of this bolt, but I tightened it too much. I tightened it to spec, and I guess the threads were pre-used already because they were pretty bad already because it was a used brake set. And when I tightened it to spec, it stripped the bolt. So I was leaking brake fluid the whole time, so I couldn't use it. So I just put in a new brake pads and said, hey, this is good enough. So that's really all that is. Now going back to other things that I've done, and again, not really performance, but more like cosmetic, is I did the front grille delete. So this is a just mesh grill, and it's pretty nice. Honestly, I enjoy it. I like the look of it a lot better. I think it matches with the dark out, and then it also matches with the fact that it was a badge delete in the rear. And then last but not least, more not really performance but maintenance, is I put this is something I had to do right when I got the car, General G Maxes on the front and the rear. The fronts I'm running 225/40, and on the rears we're running 255/40s. I like the fitment. We'll get into that in a second about things I want to do later to get them to like things I have planned to do. Let's talk about that right now. So for the future, the way this car is going to be built is I want it to be kind of like a reliable daily vehicle with the power to, if I want to, go on the track, because this is a great body, like this frame and this body that the G is great, because Nissan is hugely represented in the aftermarket community. So there's a lot of modifications I can do, and there's a lot of easy, reliable parts out there at different websites. Like the one I use a lot is Z1 Motorsports. Like almost everything I've had on this vehicle, except for this, is from Z1 Motorsports, because they're just amazing. But yeah, so it's very easy to upgrade a lot of stuff. Now, for the future, I'm looking at for sure putting an oil catch can. If you know anything about the VQ motors that came in this engine or in this car, the VQ motors has a problem with oil consumption, and just really dirty oil, pretty much. So the catch can is going to be there to help make it cleaner oil. All it does is there is going to be, you see this hose right here, the hose somewhere in here, I can't really tell. And oh Lord, I feel so stupid. I literally looked up the diagram the other day and I forgot. But what it does is it takes the oil from the crankshaft and it filters it out before it goes back into the injector, and it just makes it so that way there's no more debris, and it makes the engine more reliable, and it increases the longevity of the engine. Besides that, I also want to put coilovers on it. That's what I was talking about the stance before. I'm thinking BC coilovers, just because they're well known, and I want to get maybe an inch or two lower. Not dramatically, just because again, this is going to be my daily, so I don't want to be scraping on everything. And the other thing I'm looking at is power. So for power gains, I have been debating on doing a 1 turbo kit or supercharge. Now the problem I'm having, this kind of goes against what I just said, is there are very small selection of turbo kits with this car. I don't know why. There's only 2 I've seen, and they're both really high up there in price. The supercharger, on the other hand, I've seen multiple kits of that, and it is reasonably priced too. So we might be looking at me putting a supercharger in here, just because of the price and the ability that I can find them. If you have any other recommendations for like modifications that I should do, please let me know. I am also going to be looking at replacing a lot of the plastic housings. Oh, something I did forget, and it's not that big. I just enjoy it. I did wrap the roof and the spoiler. These were done. Again, if you know anything about Nissan, they have had terrible, like, I guess, longevity with their paint. So this was super sun damaged. Like, when I take this wrap off and I do another wrap, there's going to be no clear coat on my roof. I had barely any in the first place, but that's how bad they were. But yeah, those are kind of all the modifications I've done so far. I am looking at doing some more, like I said, but again, like I mentioned before, I've only had this car for 5 or 6 months. In one of those months I was in France, so I wasn't even with the car. I was visiting family because my dad's stationed over there, so I was seeing them. So I didn't even have time to, I wasn't even near the car. I was parked in a parking lot for a month and a half, or a month, and I feel bad about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I was going to wash my car today because this is my day off. However, Mother Nature and its gloriousness does not seem to like that. So I'm probably just going to play Warzone. The new Pacific map came out, so I'll probably do that all day. If you guys, for any reason, want to see some gameplay of that, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm just trying to think of more content to make for you guys. Also, if you guys have any questions about the car, or if you have any questions or video recommendations in general, let me know. And this can be from like West Point stuff too. I'm not going to stop making those videos. I enjoyed my time there. I told you guys what happened. If you do not know, please just, I'll put the video up top, and explain pretty much everything. I don't have any hurt feelings about it. I was mad at the time and I was sad, but you know, life is always going to be challenging, and you can't just stop at one challenge. You got to keep on going. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep moving forward. Just got to find your path. With that being said, guys, I don't think I'm going to be posting another video until after Christmas. If I do, I'll say it again then. But for now, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. I hope everyone is safe out there. If you're traveling, remember to be safe. Oh, I had to sneeze, sorry. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please like and follow for more. I'm dying right here for coughing. So I will see you guys in the next one, and remember, don't stop pushing for your dream. Bye, guys.